Seppuku is a method of suicide by cutting open one's abdomen with a blade. Seppuku had a social meaning of preserving one's honor and that of one's family, by showing one's resolve to take responsibility and end one's life. The history of seppuku traces back to the Heian period, but it is said that it became a custom since the Kamakura period. Seppuku is thought to mean showing one's sincerity and innocence by cutting open one's abdomen, which was believed to be the dwelling place of the human soul and affection in ancient times. When a samurai performed seppuku, an act called keishaku was necessary. This was a merciful act of the samurai, who stood behind and to the left of the person who committed seppuku, and beheaded him as soon as he cut open his belly to reduce his suffering. Keishaku was chosen among the family of the person who committed seppuku, or requested by the person himself by a skilled and close samurai. Seppuku was considered as an honorable end for the samurai, but it was also inflicted as a punishment in the Edo period. It was the most severe punishment for the samurai, but permitting seppuku was referred to as granting seppuku, and measures were taken to preserve dignity, such as spreading new tatami mats and hanging curtains. It is a rule that keishaku is performed as soon as the inexperienced grab the fan. This is to prevent the person from suffering and making a dishonorable seppuku. Muneharu Shimizu, the lord of Bichu Takamatsu Castle, is the person who made seppuku popular as an honorable act. He was under a water siege by Hideyoshi Hashiba, Nobunaga Oda's vassal. Hideyoshi offered to lift the siege in exchange for the castle lord's seppuku. Muneharu accepted the offer and performed seppuku after a dance. His attitude and manners during seppuku were so splendid that Hideyoshi was impressed and praised him as a model for samurai. Sanno Rikyu, the tea master, was a person who was not a samurai but was forced to commit seppuku. He served as the tea master for Hideyoshi Toyotomi, and rose to the rank of a close aide who was involved in the political affairs. However, he angered Hideyoshi Toyotomi and was ordered to commit seppuku. Seppuku was a samurai's honor, so having a second was a privilege, but Senno Rikyu was not given a second. He committed seppuku in his own tea room, and left his final verse writing, "My body shall scatter like flowers." Seppuku is a unique culture that symbolizes the spirit of the Japanese Bushido, but the philosophy and impact of seppuku remain in the modern world. Let's think about the relationship between seppuku and modern society. The philosophy of seppuku is the idea of ending one's life by oneself to fulfill one's obligation. This reflects the spirit of the Japanese Bushido. People believed that by performing seppuku, they could protect their honor and their family's reputation. But this philosophy may also influence modern Japan. Some people may think that seppuku is related to the death penalty system and the view of suicide in Japan. Japan is one of the countries that have many people who support the death penalty. The death penalty system is a system that imposes the heaviest responsibility on the people who committed crimes. It is possible that the same idea of taking life to uphold justice and ethics lies at the root of seppuku. Japan is also one of the countries with a high suicide rate. In Japan, there is a view that suicide is sometimes chosen as a way to fulfill one's responsibility and obligation. It can be said that the same idea of ending one's life by oneself to solve one's problems lies at the root of seppuku. From these things, it can be said that seppuku influences the values and behaviors of the Japanese people. Seppuku is a culture that expresses virtues such as self-sacrifice and loyalty. But at the same time, it also has aspects of pain and violence. By learning about the history and culture of seppuku, we may be able to have a critical perspective on the virtues of self-sacrifice and loyalty of the Japanese people. For example, we may be able to question the social pressure to work hard and sacrifice oneself for the sake of the company or the nation. We may also be able to challenge the stigma and taboo around suicide and mental health issues. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.